Picture this for a moment. Two people earn the exact same salary. Let's say $2,000 a month. One of them struggles every single day, living paycheck to paycheck, always stressed about bills. The other? Slowly, year after year, their money grows. Their lifestyle improves, and eventually, they reach financial freedom. Same income, but two completely different outcomes. Why does this happen? It's not just about working harder or being lucky. The real difference lies in how they think about money, how they plan their lives, and how much they're willing to learn. Today, I want to share with you 3 powerful lessons, the exact differences between how the wealthy manage money and how the poor do. And once you see these differences clearly, you'll never look at money the same way again. Why this matters? Before we dive in, let me say this. Wealth is not a lottery ticket. It's not reserved only for the privileged. Yes, being born rich helps, but staying rich and growing wealth? That comes down to mindset and habits. And the good news is, mindset and habits can be learned. So, let's break down the first key difference. One, wealthy people invest, poor people consume. The wealthy see money as seeds. Every dollar is like a seed that can grow into a tree, and that tree can give fruits for years to come. The poor, on the other hand, see money as something to spend quickly. Let's imagine 2 friends, Jack and Tom. Jack gets his paycheck, and the first thing he does is pay his bills. Then he buys the latest sneakers, maybe goes out for dinner, and what's left disappears in a week. At the end of the month, he's broke again. Tom, however, takes a different approach. He pays his bills, but then he sets aside a portion, even if it's small, to invest. Maybe he buys a few shares of a company, or puts money into a savings account that grows interest or starts a side hustle. It's not much at first, but year after year, those seeds grow. See the difference? Jack is consuming. Tom is investing. One is feeding his future, the other is feeding his present ego. It's like planting an apple tree. Poor people eat the seed. Wealthy people plant it, water it, wait patiently. And years later, they don't just have apples, they have an entire orchard. That's why wealthy people can buy luxury cars, expensive watches, and vacations. Not from their paycheck, but from the fruits of their investments. Meanwhile, poor people go into debt just to look rich. 2, wealthy people plan, poor people drift. Here's the second difference. The wealthy always have a plan. The poor live day by day. Wealthy people set long-term goals. They ask themselves, where do I want to be in 10 years? How will I provide for my children's education? What kind of legacy do I want to leave? Poor people often don't think that far. It's about tonight's dinner, tomorrow's rent, or the next weekend's party. And when emergencies come, because they always do, they panic. No savings, no safety net, no backup plan. Let me give you a real example. One of my mentors started his company, not just to make quick money, but with a clear plan. In 15 years, he wanted to sell it and use the profits to build schools. Guess what? He did exactly that. Now compare this with a small business owner who runs a shop for 20 years but never tracks income, never reinvests, never plans for expansion. The shop may survive, but it will never grow. Eventually, inflation, competition, or poor health takes it down. That's the difference between planning and drifting. Life without a plan is like sailing without a map. The poor let the wind take them anywhere. The wealthy chart their course, so even when storms come, they know where they're headed. 3, wealthy people learn. Poor people think they know it all. This to me is the most powerful difference. Wealthy people are obsessed with learning. They spend money on books, courses, mentors, and experiences. Even when they already know 90% of the content, they'll pay just to get that 10% new insight that could change everything. Poor people? They often say, I don't need to learn, I already know. Why pay for a course when YouTube is free? Seminars are scams, books are a waste of money. And that's why they stay stuck. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Bill Gates takes reading vacations where he does nothing but study. Elon Musk learned rocket science by reading textbooks and asking questions. These are billionaires, yet they're still students. Meanwhile, many poor people stop learning after school. They think education ends with a diploma. That mindset is a trap. Knowledge is like software updates. If you never update, you get left behind. Slow, outdated, vulnerable. Wealthy people are always updating. Poor people run on the same old version and wonder why their system crashes. 3 keys to break the cycle. So, let's recap. Number 1, treat money as seeds. Don't eat them, plant them. Invest instead of just consuming. Number 2, always plan ahead. Life without a plan is just drifting aimlessly. Number 3, stay hungry for knowledge. Invest in your mind, because it compounds just like money. If you do these 3 things consistently, not for a week, not for a year, but for 10, 20 years, you'll see transformation. It won't happen overnight, but wealth never does. It grows slowly like a tree. Here's the truth. Poverty is not just about what's in your bank account. Poverty is also in the mind. If you change how you think, how you plan, and how you learn, you've already taken the first step out of poverty. The seeds you plant today may not show results tomorrow, but 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll look back and realize those tiny choices made all the difference. So the question is, will you keep consuming, or will you start planting? Will you drift aimlessly, or will you plan your journey? Will you stay stuck in what you already know, or will you keep learning and growing? The choice is yours. And remember, discipline, patience, and knowledge are the true foundations of wealth.